one of the things is the hustling spirit in Warri
Yeah.
is
It's not, they're not they marry them with some form of education and
yeah.
inspiration to leave a particular place. Once they don't start to feed themselves and their children, they are
Basic thing. As
satisfied.
you feel the chop. As you the chop, we pray, God bless me, or God bless me.
I
Just
don't want to
the-
talk about the one we say Keke men go work from Monday to Friday. On Saturday they'll go spend that for club and bar.
No be so much in Bessie, I see you. Reasonnam.
So okay, yeah. How do we improve the standard of living in a sense? which is crazily hard for two persons to talk about. But individually.
We go invite people to talk about it because me, I don't know like this. I really don't know what.
You know, at the time we see that roadmap to having a standard, you know, standard.
Because first of all,
churches, standard
one
businesses.
of the problem I'm seeing is that how did these guys get money?
Like the Warri people.
Yes.
Okay.
How did they get money? How's the standard of living? Standard of living here is low, is poor.
Why is it poor and why is it low?
Yes.
I know I know that a lot of persons are undereducated.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that, you know, there's this analogy about, I think when I attend those business seminars, there's a story I was told. So they sent two guys to a particular environment to sell shoes.
Yeah.
I think he's familiar with people. So they sent two guys to a particular environment to sell shoes. One of them, when he reached the place, he looked, everybody were not wearing shoes. Then he went back to the company that sent him and said, shoes will not sell there
because
they don't wear shoes. Then they sent somebody else to that same environment, and the guy came back and said, we are going to sell a lot of shoes.
Because
Nobody
has
wears shoes.
Yeah.
Right? And they sent in a lot of shoes, and people started wearing shoes. They started seeing the value of shoes.
Yeah.
So me, I think, is improving the standard of a particular environment. Is it not when a lot of people like move into a lot of educated people? So let's take out the people who are uneducated, they are uneducated.
Yeah.
What if people who are educated bring their standard of living into that environment? Do you think the undereducated people will drag those people to that level? So 100 poor people, 100 rich people, or 100 educated people, and 100 uneducated people. Do you think that the uneducated people will drag the educated people to their level? Is under education or people who are not educated that powerful?
I'm saying, funny enough,
I'm saying, if you go into an environment, they did that powerful.
They are. Yeah, you know, it's be mindset. They already have a perception of how life is. So you're doing a 360 change.
Yeah.
Before you can sell anything to them.
Especially in this our time. I particularly think, personally, so I want to be at the standpoint whereby, okay, the environment is undereducated and crazy, right? And a lot of negative stuff is happening in the environment. How about we feel good people, we educated people, attract more educated people into the environment? Not so that they stay.
So that they do what?
So that we create content that educates this environment that this set of people like. Because one of the challenges I see in Warri is people like copycatting. So one of the chaos here is Keke. And it's painful that people do not want to think.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're saying we should create content that we educate them, these people, do they want to be educated? Do they? I know how much data I burn to just get knowledge from YouTube. Yeah. I know how much I spend time to see the regular human being, regular Warri person wants to just be on Instagram, on TikTok. So
are you for what reason? Which means they don't even take their life serious.
So
there's no deliberate
effort to want to improve anything, to want to.
They're just there for the fun.
Guys, fun.
Which is one of the challenge. The fun is good, but they push and they go the extreme.
You just want to have fun, flex life,
and just the
guy. And these are people that they're going to complain, oh, worry is this, worry is that.
okay. You're going to come. Worry on.
Worry no.
Oh, voila. Worry upon the year, so. On the year.
So my major problem is how do we, if I want to cause this change, how do we educate these people? Yeah,
Trigger something, right? In my head, I don't. Change is a lot.
yes, it's
Change
a
is
whole
a lot.
lot.
Change in worry is a lot.
It's a big whole lot.
Because if we start having the conversation and pushing for change, people in some more power centers, people will be saying, so when they talk this matter that our test run episode,
Yeah.
say, people will be say get resources to finance some certain kind of change. They don't want to put their money for that place. They don't think it's viable. They don't think it's going to bring returns. And when they put their money into, okay, they always want to do basic things, share foods,
Yeah.
things that doesn't impact directly on the mindset of the people in this environment.
Yeah.
Because what really would impact on the mindset of the people in this environment is it's when you know the kind of education where people need them. I'm thinking of how relate, because I see people every day because of they don't know how to make sacrifices in improving themselves.
Yeah.
The few creatives that we have here, whenever they just have a breakthrough or more out of this place,
Yeah.
whenever they have a breakthrough out of this place, and for me, I don't think it's healthy for any environment.
I
And
say when
no-
all
no-
the smart
for-
people, all the crazy
all the
people
crazy living.
are living in
Because
place.
it's almost same thing that's even happening in Nigeria.
Guy, exactly.
It's happening in Nigeria. People are just once they just see
People are
breakthrough,
living.
they are out. Once they see breakthrough, they are out. A lot of persons are hosting conversations that are like, okay, that is not necessarily a problem if those people who are in diaspora can take a second look at their environment and see how can they improve their environment for wherever they are.
Yeah.
So a lot of persons are looking at that conversation, which is high. But how do we start inspiring people, even in this environment, to, take a second look at yourself and see the amount of education. Okay, how do we inspire them to know? Because I think the challenge is they don't know that they need to be educated.
That's what we're doing now.
Oh, not true too. So they
I
don't
said
know
that's
say
the- that's-
they don't know say they
like
need
this is the only way we can
education.
do it.
They don't know say they need education. One.
I swear.
Because
bro,
they don't say they need education. When education come, they go refuse them.
they are going to fight it with their life.
And people will say get influence over them. Maybe say suppose they inspire them to, which is my major challenge, and which is why I want people who have influence over people to
Yeah.
spur them to have to drive people to have personal education. Because if 100 educated people want to educate 1,000 of uneducated people, it's a lot of work, a lot
Yeah.
of stress. Except that these uneducated people or undereducated people want to educate themselves.
I
So,
swear,
which means
exactly.
the real solution to the problem is personal education. How do we inspire people to start educating themselves personally? Because that thing that you are doing, there's a better way to
Yeah,
do it.
there's a lot better
There's a
way
lot.
to do it.
There's a
There's
good
a
way
better
to
way
do
to
it.
do it.
There's
There's a better way to talk to people. There's a better way to attend to clients.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
do your stuff casually. You can, register your business. A lot of people they do business, they don't register their business.
It's that they register.
They could just start whatever they do.
It's the
before
business
you know.
register.
Say,
They don't print flyer.
and they don't print flyer. They don't know the impact because they think short term. That's even on nothing.
Yeah,
they
short
think
term.
short term. And say I don't tell you this story before now. They know they get more. There's a phase where you have to be hungry. To literally stay hungry
Do you know that
and stay hungry in your mind.
the most popular business? So I was coming to job opportunities in Warri.
Yeah.
Like how many kinds of businesses are in
I'm
Warri?
worried. Very few. There are very few industries.
There are
we're in
very
a container
few.
shop place where a lot of persons are having shops.
Yeah,
shops.
stores.
It's
Boutique everywhere.
Cube. The funny thing, it's good though that they are opening shops. The painful part is they know they take them serious. They know they pay attention of, okay, this small thing can actually grow into something big and amazing. So you see a particular provision shop in that state for the next 10 years.
Yes. You're there for years.
And you will see that if they open that same provision shop, let's use Lagos. I went to Lagos, Omo. I saw the way one woman was doing a mama put. I was blown.
Yeah.
I was blown.
So one of the things is the hustling spirit in Warri.
Yeah.
Is
It's not, they're not they marry them with some form of education and inspiration to leave a particular place. Once they don't start, they feed themselves and their children.
Basic thing. As you feed the chop. As you chop, we pray, God bless me, God bless me.
I don't want to talk about the one we say Keke men go work from Monday to Friday. On Saturday, they'll go spend that for club and bar. Like, most of the things they pushing to do a noble work is not wrong. The mind of the thing they do, and then the problem they know they feel say this thing go feel big.
They really look the bigger picture at all.
You know that guy, that cab guy we met, that we're having this.
Yes.
You know, the guy don't settle for status quo. He don't they settle.
Like, I don't even believe, and that's even my problem. The mindset of
the
these
people here.
Oh, Bob. So if I'm interacting with, I was like, so when all this one wants to change? How wants to change all these things? Because
it's overwhelming sometimes. So when you think of Omo,
like
I don't expect
8,000 people are thinking like this. 10,000 people are thinking like this guy in this place. Or more.
Okay, what I think, because we attend a very good church. I think part of
so funny enough, that was what it was going for the thing like
that. So what are the systems that can help in inspiring people to be self-educated, like to start pushing to educate themselves? For me, I think the church is number one.
Yeah.
I think the church is number one because everybody for the Warri, they go to church on Sunday. I think the people who do not go to churches on Sunday are fewer than people who go to churches.
Yes, true.
So a lot of
like churches everywhere, and all the churches are full.
And they're full.
So a lot of people are going to church.
So if the church takes it as a point of duty to as they are teaching the gospel, they are creating programs and systems that are pushing people to say,
yes, like imagine we have like 20 souls sitting in this Warri.
Omo, bro.
Whereas they tell you what, they tell you walk.
They start teaching you how you can make your work valuable.
Yes.
There is more to this thing that you are doing. This thing can become better. This thing can become more,
And you'll be giving materials on how to do all these things.
How to. You don't have to go the negative route. There is a positive route that you can go, and if you put in the work, you can thrive there. There is literally, so I think a lot of churches have to start doing the how-tos and stop telling people that their problem is their powers from their father's house.
Powers from anywhere.
Some people are just lazy.
No
some places are just
prophets. It's not.
Some hardworking people are just foolish. That's really the problem.
Yeah, so they're putting in the hard work in the wrong place, in the wrong way.
The wrong way, the wrong place. And you get frustrated.
Yes, so you must be frustrated. There's no two ways.
You don't want to educate yourself. So I think for me, the church is an environment that can...
Yes, church is the number one place that can educate
in Warri.
The people in Warri.
But in Warri, because people in Warri, they like church.
Yeah, they love church.
I don't see one church on Monday morning.
And people go through there.
My brother.
After you don't go church on Sunday, Monday morning like this, don't go again. Go to 18.
They don't believe what they believe on Sunday.
They don't pray finish on Sunday. They don't teach the word on Sunday.
He not touch them.
You they go on Monday again.
So how can we start telling people that this keke that you are driving, if you drive, you save some things to keep your family in check, and you save to get another keke into the road, to get another keke. Soon you can be a keke accessory supplier. So imagine a guy, because now the thinking of Siam, now the difference is this. So a guy has one keke, and I know man not going to that one. The guy just get one keke that he own. He can work and get another keke. That's another form of income for him. That form of income, he can push to get a third keke for somebody else. So the guy don't get 3 keke for the road. Now he go know to say, this 3 keke, they get issues. If he be keke accessory supplier, so he go call the buy tire, buy keke seat, the doan. Soon enough, because of the kind of thinking that he has around that industry, it's growing. It's growing. It's growing. Soon enough, he stops driving keke. Because he has multiple streams from
the keke.
But the keke, we don't need to think like that. Just start
I
thinking
don't
about.
I don't even like this keke thing. If we,
You know, say if the.
it's like the quickest way to.
That's what they think to get out of poverty.
Yes!
They think
The
it's the quickest way to
out
get out
of
of poverty.
poverty.
No, the quickest way to get out of poverty is to change your thoughts about what you are
Oh,
thinking,
Bob.
about what you are doing. Because some people don't drive
Like
like
learn a proper skill, learn it first, learn it.
See, as they use the keke they do the hustling, they get the money. Try invest
Try
in
and
your mind.
invest in your brain.
But no, you know, say brain work now, hard work now.
Oh, Bob.
You know, now make it, they say, many people, they call us now. Hey, we want to be in your show. We want to be in your thing. Hey, let's be in your podcast and all that. Fine. Because we already know, say,
More
if you just start this
just
thing,
start this thing
think
now.
calm now. Think calm.
See,
Really.
that's even one of the reasons why we're doing this thing. So that you see that you can do it.
You can do it.
Start it.
It's challenging, you know.
Yes,
but it's not
but
beyond you. You
Go
can't do
through
it.
the process. Not there be
process,
the work.
not there.
Not there your mind they change.
Q,
Not there the work.
the last couple of weeks, man, we've grown.
Yes, now you must
I
grow
swear
now.
down. See what they do. Like we've grown.
I will get to a place where we are doing it effortlessly. No, it's the process. A lot of people are scared of the process. They fear
They
the
don't want
process.
to
They
do
know
the-
that thing has stress.
They want the easy way out.
So they like that initial excitement.
They're excited about their ideas.
Yeah,
and
as
they
joy
they just told their leg, they don't say it better work.
Yeah,
They say,
yeah,
I'm not sound
yeah.
like that away.
Yeah.
Go hard or
that
go
thing.
home. That's really the word. Go hard.
Yeah, so go hard
Or go.
or go home, man.
So you see, this
but-
Warri conversation will get in a larger scale.
Yeah, so
In a larger scale, we need to have.
go,
How can we
invite
improve?
our guys.
How can we improve?
We
the
invite some
quality of
Warri
our
guys.
city?
We'll make a call talk because me, I don't.
I don't say you won't come out. I don't say you won't come out. And it's fine.
Yeah, it
fine.
has to be fine. Oh,
That's to be fine. So that we'll go vision.
I forgot come for Warri since God that will be for this town.
Thank God for God.
I swear.
And
And if I know your words, I know with that with the face.
But we're learning.
Of course.
We're learning big time, and
Of course.
I think it's a huge thing for people to know that there's a huge knowledge gap in this environment.
Guys,
There's a
huge
huge
knowledge
education
gap is
The
huge.
education both in academics and in personal life. It's
Too huge,
It's
abeg.
massive. So please, if you're an education system
Woo!
and you've had a thriving solution on how to educate people, you have a market here. You thrive. Please educate yourself. We already see a huge of our problem is
More is
education. From our own perspective. Oh.
Mental.
So maybe when we bring those guys come, they go
Yeah, they'll
expand
give
our
us
mind.
another
They go
perspective.
damage our ignorance on the challenges
yeah,
we
I
face
don't know
for
what's
Warri.
wrong.
But Warri, we want reason now. We
I
can do
beg, we
better.
can reason am.
We want reason
I
now.
beg.
I beg. We beg
More,
una.
more.
I beg. Cheers. We'll catch you guys on our next episode.
On whenever.
More cheers again. Reasonnam, Reasonnam.
Actually, no be small tip person I dey see because
No be smarty, I dey see you.
oh, Bob.